Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gene's Reviews. Reviews from a regular dude, where I do trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos, I review YouTube channels. Occasionally, I'll review a movie, but really, I just do whatever the hell I want. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gene's Reviews. Reviews from a regular dude. Okay, I want to just explain why I've been missing so many videos lately. And I'm also going to do a movie review for you today. But it seems like every time I go to make a video, something comes up that I have to take care of. My car actually ended up breaking down. I was at the gym one night around midnight, went to leave, turned the ignition, nothing. Nothing at all. No cabs were running, because the podunk little town that I live in doesn't have cabs running after midnight. No Ubers. So I ended up, this girl that was working out at the gym gave me a ride home. So I did get a ride home and everything. Then I had to have my car towed home. Found out my neighbor's actually a mechanic. He does work in his garage and everything. He looked at my car for me, and he did get it running again. What it was something like a ignition sensor or something like that. So when I turned the key, it just wasn't acknowledging it. He just replaced that, $42, and then I paid him some for labor too. He got that going. But that was after I actually went and bought another car. I bought a Lincoln Town Car. Got a really good deal on it. It's 1995, runs great. It was $1,300. So I think I got a really, really good deal on that. It has a lot of mileage, but the people that owned it took really good care of it. It's in great condition. The only problem with it is the seat, the driver's side seat. And why is it always the driver's side? With your windshield wipers, the driver's side never works. And now with the seat, the driver's side seat won't go back. So when I'm sitting in it, I'm like pushed forward like this against the steering wheel. And I just can't do it. But my neighbor, like I said, is a mechanic. And he's going to look at it and get that fixed for me. But I do have my other car that I'm driving now. And I'm doing, of course, this video in my car. But anyways, that's why I've been missing so much. Just different things keep happening and going wrong. But that's life, right? Anyways, today I thought I'd talk about a movie that I saw all the way back in 1980. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's called... Okay, first of all, before I start, I want to say I love horror movies. They're my favorite. But I love all movies. It doesn't matter to me. Rom-coms are probably my least favorite. But this one is a coming-of-age type movie. And I was at the age then where I really liked this movie. It's called Little Darlings. And it has the actress Christy McNichol. And it also has Tatumo'neal. And it also has a really young Matt Dillon in it. This is available on Vudu and Amazon Prime, and I found it here on YouTube, so you can search it there. But the basic plot of this movie is there's these young kids are going to a summer camp, and Christy McNichol plays the part of kind of a little. She's the one that grew up on the wrong side of the tracks type character. She's kind of a wild child. She doesn't have a good home life. And Tatumo'neal is the type of person that's always had everything given to him. They're spoiled little girl and everything. So they kind of clash when they first get to camp. But then they end up becoming really, really, really good friends. Matt Dillon is kind of the wild kid at the camp. And it's just a really good coming-of-age movie. My favorites, there's two scenes in the movie that are just awesome. It opens right up with Christy McNichol walking down the street and they're playing, I don't even know the name of the song, I can't remember, but it's like an 80s rock song. And she's walking down the street and she pulls out a pack of cigarettes and lights up a cigarette. And she's like 15 years old, young girl. And she lights this cigarette and she's walking along, and this kid comes up behind her and starts like kind of hitting on her. And he says some really cheesy line like, hey baby, why don't you slide me some of that, or something. It's really, 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 really cheesy. And she just kind of smiles and she takes a step towards him and just kicks him right in the nuts. That's how the movie opens up. And then the credits roll and everything. And there's another scene that I thought was really good. Christy McNichol is awesome in this movie. She was made to play this part, where her mother is picking her up to take her to the buses to go to camp. And she gets in the car, the passenger seat, along with her mother. And Christy McNichol pulls out her cigarettes, lights up a cigarette. And her mother looks at her and says, you know I don't like it when you smoke. And then she takes a drag off of her cigarette. The mother does, right at the same time. And just the look on Christy McNichol's face, I don't know if she was directed to do it or not, but it was just awesome. She just kind of looks at her like, you're kidding, right? And smiles. And it's just awesome. It's hilarious. But it's a very, very good movie. It's all about these young girls in camp, and she kind of falls for Matt Dillon. She ends up losing her virginity to Matt Dillon. It's not what she expected. And it's just really emotional, a really, really good movie. There's funny parts, there's dramatic parts. Tatumo'neal is great in this movie also. It also has, if you've ever seen the TV series Sex and the City, Cynthia Nixon, a very young Cynthia Nixon, kind of plays the hippie girl at the camp. And yeah, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. I absolutely love this movie. It still holds up in my opinion, and it's really neat on a nostalgia point of view to look, you know, how it was in the late 70s or early 80s. But it's called Little Darlings. I definitely recommend anybody could watch this movie. I saw it. When I saw it, I remember going with my grandmother on my dad's side. And I remember her just being shocked at what it was about and everything. And I think it's funny now that I look back on it, because she would go, you know, just really shocked at the way these kids talked and everything. But that's the way kids were. And yeah, 9 out of 10, Little Darlings. You can find it on Vudu, Amazon Prime, and it's also here on YouTube. 9 out of 10. And now it's time for a joke. Remember when they used to have those 1-900 sex lines? I called one once, a long time ago. Got a girl that stuttered. Cost me $1,500. And to top it all off, I got an ear infection. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Mean Gene, all that fun stuff. And if you like this video, tell all your friends, leave a comment down below. And if you didn't like it, then just shut up. And I will see you next time.